Ladies, gentlemen, and that techno-colored rainbow in between now. Welcome back to another video. And welcome to Scrap Mechanic. Early Access. I have to preface that because with Drilling Thunder coming out tomorrow, I have to preface that this is the Early Access build. And, well, I made a lot of progress in my Early Access build that I want to at least immortalize before it gets destroyed. I mean, it's not going to be destroyed. If I go back to the old Early Access build, I'll be able to play it, but I won't be able to play it once I update it. So once I have Drilling Thunder, and I play Drilling Thunder, I won't be able to play this save again. So that is kind of annoying. But at least I can downgrade to the Early Access to be able to play this. But since I'm here, I might as well show you some of my progress. The progress today is particularly getting my hands on a saw so that I can, chop down trees. Con and Cosmo chop some trees. Sorry, that's stuck in my head. But I have a massive project for my 18-wheeler, and well, you'll see it in the video. But since we're here, and since you're listening to this little intro, if you get this far, I want you to comment one word. The word being scrap. If you type scrap in the comment section, I'll leave your comment a heart. Yes, I'm stealing a thing from Azu. Sorry. I'm trying to be professional, and yeah, it's not really going well, but hey. I'm trying my best here. Yeah, so, well, this is the first intro I've ever written, so let's hope it's not complete bullshit. But, yeah, I'll heart the word scrap if you comment it. Unfortunately, I can't wink with this model, but hey, I'm doing my best here. But, on to the video. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new game, Scrap Mechanic Alpha Build. Well, Early Access, shall we say. I have to specify Early Access because the Drilling Thunder is when the game actually officially releases. We're going to be playing this for about 35 minutes, and then, I've already explained this in the intro, and, well, there will be an outro to this video, so congrats. But today is a very particular day. We are moving forward in the industrialization of this world. How much metal do we have? We have enough for a saw blade, but we have enough for... We actually have enough for a saw blade and a drill, we just need the raw metal. So, today is simple. We're going to try get our hands on enough materials to make, all this worth our while. And there's a rate timer going on for our crops, but, the rate timer isn't, going because it resets whenever you enter the world again. So we're going to sit here and wait for the bots to spawn. Because I've had problems of late of bots spawning over there, and on the other side of there, my my craft bot and refined bot. Sorry for the lackluster video, I'm working with what I've got here. But the goal is to chop up all those trees and chop up these redwoods in order to get enough wood for the garage portion over here and to start, finishing the house portion of that. And I don't particularly care that the shadow quality is shit, because, well, beforehand I was just running with no shadows, but, Unfortunately, there isn't much to do, but I can show you the suspension bridge that I built. Well, this, actuating ramp. It's neat. We used to have a staircase, but the bots kept killing it whenever we planted stuff, so I added that because it was a great way of having a ramp, but that, wasn't going to get destroyed every time. Yep, alright, raids here. Here. If the audio is quiet, I'm sorry, Scrap Mechanics got this weird-ass audio thing where it's like half the time it's silent, the other half the time it's not, so... Yeah, you can see why we put our farm on top of here. The natural barrier. Oh god. Oh, please tell me I can escape this. That could have been a disaster. Oh shit. Nope, we're back. Well, that was... Nope, we're fine. Take it all, I'll fix it later. Ooh, piece of candy. Sorry. It just, that popped into my head after I shot him, so... Again, sorry if the audio's quiet, it's just Scrap Mechanics got weird audio balancing and... Well... I mean, Scrapman and Khan's whole multiplayer Monday hide-and-seek thing is, like, proved that, trying to predict Scrap Mechanic, audio is, very difficult. I mean, luckily there's, like, a cutoff for, like, sound, so it's not end of the world, but it's always annoying. Try to figure Where's the... Yeah. Unauthorized farming detected, blah, 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 blah. I don't remember if there's anything over there, but I'm just gonna run this over to the tree that I've cut down. Would have been faster to take the truck, but... Hey, what are you gonna do? Fun fact, did you know that there's a bug in multiplayer, or at least in the alpha build? I don't know if it's in Drilling Thunder yet. It hasn't come out yet. How would I know what Drilling Thunder has? But basically, in the Drilling Thunder DLC, there's a, in the alpha build, or in the early access, there's a bug where if you, are looking at a clothing bot, or a dress bot, and someone picks it up, and then you finish what you're doing before, you know, after, someone picks it up, the camera kind of locks into place, which is kind of funny. Like, I'll have to demonstrate that later, but it is quite entertaining to be like, what the fuck? Of course, in the moment, it's like, whoa, what the hell? Sorry, excuse me. Alright, that's a full container. Let's go take this back to the refinery. Ooh, lag spike. Look at that walk, and it's the sassy walk. I'm not sure if it's going to be like Drilling Thunder. I'm not sure when exactly I'm planning on doing this, but eventually I'm going to do a run with a full 18-wheeler full of crops. Yes, I built an 18-wheeler. However, I need to like redesign its suspension system. Can I not interact while I'm holding this thing? Huh, I was able to interact while holding the refinery. I always just bring that up. Yeah, I don't have a proper industrial, like, setup. I know. Okay, so that'll be enough for saw blade. Try for a drill. Drill would be nice, but the saw blade would at least allow me to get the crap that's next to me. Need glass out of it. And how do I make glassing? Scrapstone. I'm pulling that apart so I can make find wood with what's left. I mostly prefer keeping it in the all section. However, when you need to like narrow it down to like one thing, I prefer using that because that just makes it easy, especially when you can't find what you're looking for. Even though you know exactly what you're looking for, you can't find what you're looking for, and that sucks. Oh. What? Remember to take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. You're a real one if you understand that. Or if you get that reference, you're a real one. go. Make a saw blade. Then those pesky redwoods will get out of my way, and I don't have to worry about them. Yeah, I need to raise up the back of my trailer truck, I know. And really what I'm doing is I'm expanding this platform so I can move this over so I can put the trailer and the pickup which has this nice omnidirectional hitch system. It's the same one I built for this. Well, I built this mainly for the weight, but also because I wanted omnidirection, because the omnidirection one for this guy sucked. And it could fall and collapse into, you know, a stupid position. Jamming it, or at least it used to be able to. I can't really speak to that right now because, you know, I haven't seen it in so long, but I haven't seen it be an issue in so long. Yeah. Talk all you want about how, oh, you're removing an engine from your 18-wheeler. And I don't really care. Okay, well, I don't know why going to that side was going to help if, you know, I couldn't jump onto it or work. That's off. Might as well take this as well. It's not gonna hurt. I need a... Do not know why I pressed that. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not really talkative. It's just, I played this so much in the past few days that it's like... Well, I started playing it Saturday because I realized Drilling Thunder was coming out tomorrow. And because of that, I wanted to make sure I wasn't in the scrap outfit, so I was grinding so I was grinding for so long just to get the, I don't care if that looks stupid, it's good enough for me to do what I want to do. Yeah, it looks stupid. But you know what? I don't care. Pickup truck is what I'm using for the, tree harvesting, so, you know. Do I have a paint gun? I think I made a paint gun some time ago. Oh shit. Well, I didn't fall in ragdoll, so that's good. I need 10 for a paint gun. How long do we got? 3 minutes on that? Yeah. Talk about how my farm is inefficient, how I'm not collecting my crops. So I have enough beets. I don't need to collect any more. What I need are spuds. And before anyone freaks out, I've got like, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure like 6 stacks of 20 seeds over there, plus a full 20 here. I have enough seeds. I also need to just set up my fucking industrial area. Yeah, the next, like, refined wood is going into building this out so that I can dodge this rock, and then building down so I can, like, properly set up all of this. Yeah, I just need metal. Metal's the main trip, but here's the thing, metal isn't hard to get. Because, well, I've got plants, so, raid time it is. Well, it's not raid time. That's in 1 minute. But still, for whatever reason, over there and by our industry area, there's stuff that farms or stuff that shows up. I'm not entirely sure why. Although since I placed these Topbot heads here, nothing spawned over here yet. I mean, correlation does not mean causation, but it is an interesting thought. Like, maybe that's a way I can keep shit from spawning over there. It's... crap. I got caught underneath. Maybe I can keep shit from spawning over there if I just line that entire area with Topbot heads. I've got plenty of them. That is worth trying, and just line most of the path. I don't know what the bot spawning radius for raids are. Okay, raid is here. Anything over here? No, I think the Topot heads might be preventing spawning. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. There used to be like a ton of bots that would spawn like in this area. I don't know why, but they always did. Yeah, it just really depends on where this shit would spawn, but it's mostly just behind that wall. Oh god. Well, I guess we're reaction wheeling. Nope. Yeah, I tried to get my character as close to Ghost's current model as I could. I'll collect that later. Let's collect this. Is that spinning fast enough to do anything? Stop bouncing off the tree. There we go. Shit. Timber. Oh god, lag spike. Um, behold, the scrappiest physics simulator ever made. Well, this is a huge leap for this save file. I gotta be missing one. I'm not okay. Yep, I am missing one. He got launched. Okay. Get in there. Get in there. Pardon me, it's just... Old home, lot of dust. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that with this. Scrap Mechanic, the one game where you can never steer consistently. Yeah, like I said, this is still the early access build, so it doesn't have all the nice quality of life features that Drilling Thunder has. But either way, this is still good and effective. I'm gonna have to drive this with the container on the back just through that field because there's so many dead, like, hay bots that I can make a lot of, like, metal from it. This thing drives like a boat. I mean, yes, it's four-wheel drive, but that's because I wanted it to, like, be able to tow because I needed the four-wheel drive. yes, I do need to add a turnaround there, and I need to like make this as flush as possible with that platform. Come on, power! Give it the Clarkson special. You know, this is good enough. I got much further than I did the last time I tried doing this. I am fine with that. Oh, and in case you're questioning, that's the trailer for the truck. The reason why it's in here is because I don't have a lot of space here yet. Kind of like the major reason why I'm doing that. Like, I don't have a lot of space. I need to be able to do shit. Okay, so it's prioritizing the wood first. Didn't know that was a feature, but hey. And, yep, that's regular wood, so, yeah, so for the small trees, you get scrap wood. So the birch and, like, the medium trees, it's, you know, birch logs and stuff like that. But for the really tall ones, the ones that require a saw blade, they give you regular wood. Is that far enough to drop it down? Yep. Refiner works a little slow, but doing its job. By the way, when I got both of these, I had to take them in the trailer, but the trailer was a block too tall. Like, a block or three too short for the refiner to fit in, so I had to take off part of the roof to put the refinery in there to be able to drive it back here. And I was able to get it up the hill, like, almost all the way. Like, pretty much that little divot between that point of the hill and this point of the hill is the part where this all, like, went to hell, but still. All things considering, it wasn't bad. It was actually kind of good. Like, it did well for what it was. That's the important thing. Yeah, and you can see my aspirations of vacuum piping this around and to the back so that I can have a self-contained loop so that anything in that chest can be, you know, cut down here, then... You know, honestly, I might throw this on this side so I can have the refiner facing the correct way. Still have it looped around the back. I might need... What do I need for another one of these chests? Component kit, 5 glue. How much glue do I got? Wait, is my glue in here? Okay, I've got 2 glue here. So 5 glue, that's gonna be, It's 1-to-1 for the glue, right? Consumable parts. No, it's 3, so... I need 9 clams in order to get glue. In order to get glue for that, and then interactive. Component kits you can find anywhere. You just gotta wait long enough for them to show up. Metal blocks is the one thing that's gonna hang me up. There we go. Um, okay, so the top of the machine is completely cosmetic. I can run a pipe along the back. Okay. Just checking what my options work. I'm just going to leave that there for now, and yeah, I'm going to call this video here. It's, you know, longer than I would have liked, but hey. I'll see you on the flip side. And with that comes to close this video. Yes, I have an end screen this time. Maha. This is purely because I didn't want to have the capture screen while playing the game because the game is laggy enough. I mean, you can see how laggy the game is behind me. But... sorry. Yeah, if you did enjoy this, please consider leaving a like. Maybe subscribe if you find that you want to watch more of this. There's plenty of videos on the screen for you to watch. I don't know if I'm going to have a playlist linked here. I probably won't. Not for this. This is probably just going to be a... like, I might make a playlist of just Scrap Mechanic, Early Access, and Thunder Access. But, you know, whatever. But yeah. This is the Ghost, signing off.